I didn't think it was true. I thought they were joking me.
No joke.
No joke.
So I guess I get to carry the block through the woods.
Okay, smarty pants.
That's a dead elk.
First shot of the day. Whenever I got drawed, I was like, who am I going to get to take with me? Mom said, Alden can take it, he'll help you out. You know, got me a gun and teaching me a lot of good stuff, and I've learned all about elk.
And usually you have a few seconds to get lined back up. You may have to shoot 3 or 4 times.
That'd be awesome.
And
I'd
then
be glad
again-
to shoot 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
That'd be exciting, you know? Yeah, I'm kind of, he calls me Trigger. I like to shoot. I get trigger happy.
That's really, really good.
Hit to the left.
You're just right above the red dot. I'm scared for those poor elk.
Yeah.
I believe she's gonna have one on the ground.
I did all my studying and looked at pictures and tried to imagine what it would look like in real life.
Everybody got their orange, unbroken orange?
Mm-hmm.
You need to wash your clothes in non-scented detergent.
He's brought me some.
Take a shower in that non-scented soap.
Yeah. He told me I couldn't wear any makeup.
Nope.
If I wear scent-free makeup?
I didn't know they made this stuff.
Yeah, they make scent-free makeup, fragrance-free.
Really?
I'd be real cautious. I mean,
I'll wear as least makeup as I
Okay.
possibly can.
it'll be active, it'll be live, it'll be frantic, but man, your adrenaline's gonna be fun. Oh, it's just so much fun.
I'm kind of an adrenaline junkie anyway. So I'm all looking forward to that, you know.
Yeah, I've got that problem myself, and you'll get plenty of that here. You get plenty of action out there.
Yeah,
You got to be the luckiest girl in the world.
I feel like it right now.
We're out here this morning with Raven and Alden, and it's the morning before the hunt. We're hearing one bugle way over the hill. Tomorrow, when that happens, we're gonna have to go to them and then try to convince them to come to us. If we don't have to call at all, that's great, but if we do,
Yeah.
it's all fine and good and fun. But we know there's one in the country. And he may not be as far away as you think. You know, they get over hills like a turkey. You know, you think they're 1,000 yards away and then their head pops up. Raven was excited. She'd done her homework. Our buddy Alden was with us, and he was kind of telling us where he'd seen elk in the past. And so now it was up to us to get out there and try to make it happen.
I brought fragrance-free makeup. I have it on right now. It's fragrance-free.
That's what it is.
It's non-scented. What's your honest opinion about it? What do you think?
I'd have liked to heard more stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
I really would have. I didn't see a whole lot of sign on these roads. I haven't seen any, you know, droppings, or they're not tearing it up too heavy above there. But if that wall and everything's back up in there, that's like their living room. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea just to go up here by the cemetery and wait till it gets light and listen, and then do a few calls and see. Because if they're bedding in, we don't want to bust them out.
Right.
Well, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
We can plan and plan and plan, but the scenario that plays itself out is probably not the one that we're going to plan on.
Right, here's the road, and it cuts up here to the cemetery. Here's your cemetery,
Mm-hmm.
and here's a shooting lane.
Now, are we above
We're
this
above
wall?
This. Now, this is real steep on this side. We're just gonna walk out here. There'll be a shooting lanes through here. There'll be a flat here.
If we hear something, we'll just go to him.
I need coffee. I'm loaded up. I got all my bullets in all my pockets.
They are easily spooked. And if they're spooked, you're done.
Yeah.
The best thing we can do is get in here as quiet as possible, because when they stretch those legs, they're gone. I mean gone, First morning, we went in pretty much blind. We heard
a couple bugles. Now remember that the temperatures were in the 90s, so these guys weren't doing the normal things they do. It wasn't that cool in the morning. It was 70, it was humid.
He was up there a minute ago. He kind of snorted a couple times. So I think that's him. He's moved across here. They're just not that fired up.
You know they're here.
They made a few little attempts at bugling and then they just shut up, so that kind of shut us down. But we did get to go back and look around the area and really see where they were living. We heard him this morning. We're on him. Probably had one within 100 yards of us. But he wasn't real riled up. He wasn't real particular. It was kind of warm. We can kill one here. It may take, it may take the rest of the day and tomorrow to do it. We may have to get up on them. We may have to just go to them. This is tough. I mean, this is hunting.
Yeah, this is hunting.
But there's a road coming down there. This is a perfect intersection.
When you're hunting this kind of terrain, you're in the middle of nowhere, the best thing you can do if they're not making any noise is find a high traffic area, and we found just that.
We have found their living room. Now there's no guarantee anything's gonna happen, but they've been passing back through here in the mornings and evenings. They've got massive amounts of poop in the highway.
We knew this elk was going to come back, and the valley kind of splits, and we had a 50-50 chance he was going to come back on this well-worn path where they're using to come back to the bedding area, or they might come down the other side.
That wind is totally switched on us. Look at that.
Yep.
Well, we flipped a coin and we lost. We heard him on the other side of the hill, but the good thing about that is we know where he's going to be the next day, hopefully.
I'll get up anything if it would be real cool.
Got up early the next morning, got out there and climbed up on the hill, and nothing. No sound, no bugle, no nothing. It was fairly cool. We were kind of surprised.
Here's our dilemma. We've got 2 days, and one of them's gone. That's not enough, but we're gonna try to make it happen. So let's go up here and see what we can find. Just set up. We're gonna have to set up on something.
So at this point, we decided that we were going to get aggressive. We were going to go find these animals. And we looked for some spots where we'd seen a lot of sign, and next thing we know, I blew a bugle and I got answered back. And I thought, maybe we're gonna have a player here.
I'll tell you what, let's do this real quick. We're gonna get up there on that hillside.
Next thing you know, we were at war.
All right, here he comes, here he comes. Look right up there to that opening. You see? Shoot him again. Shoot him now, shoot him.
You got him! You got him! He is down! Wonderful job! And it's a big one! You got him! Oh man! Oh man!
Oh my gosh, that was so hard.